I've been working out for the last 2 years, and I just barely started doing lifting probably something like 5 months ago. So I kind of started with a bunch of like HIIT exercises and cardio, sometimes for like an hour, but I also bike. So I think once I got into a comfortable level of like discipline, I was ready to start lifting, and that's when I started like 4 or 5 months ago.
Heavy or more functional? Or?
More functional, yeah. I think it's important to like be able to like move around the way I do and stay flexible.
Yeah.
So I need to maintain a lot of movement in my workouts. So I try not to, I'll do a few sets, but I'll move on to other, workouts and then do my.
So yeah, man.
It feels awesome to like, yeah. I love it, and it is hard too though, because I mean I haven't even learned such deep stretches, but I think the more I keep on like moving, it makes me want to be more agile in that way, and then it becomes a little bit easier to take the pain of those like deep stretches.
Got it. It's good to go?
I'm about it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I feel it.
How long you been dancing for?
My whole life, honestly.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
My family does it as ceremony. It's in there.
And you guys are from the South, right?
Yeah.
Yeah?
We're from Mexico. But we love to dance, and that's kind of been like the tradition in the tribes,
Oh, okay. And what tribe are you guys?
Chichimeca.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And that's out of Mexico, you said?
That's out of Mexico. That's right, yeah.
What state?
So it's called Valle de San Putice. So kind of close to central Mexico.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's super cool, man. Got a workout in, got some dancing in. Look at it, man.
Sure did.
That cardio is on hit though right now. That's good. That's really good.
It's burning all over, I'll tell you.
Nah, it's good. You move good, man. But now I want to ask you about the interview you did with Super out of Utah. You know what I mean? Like, how was that? How did that come about? How did that?
So Superman I met at a Rise festival in Loveland, and I remember talking to him after his show and asking him if he'd be willing to help out with the nonprofit that I had at the time. And I at the time also had this idea for an interview. So it took about a year for me to kind of talk it through with him and be on his schedule. And yeah, sure enough, after that year, he set up a date with me where I could fly him out. And in between that time, I met and lifted the cinematography crew that helped me film that. And we basically found a location, and we all met up on that day, and knocked out a really good interview that was based off of the principles of the nonprofit. And those questions were really meant to show how he's lived those principles in his own life.
Yeah, but I'm wondering the struggle like with finding a platform to present this.
Yeah.
Like I get it's an hour, right? It's about an hour.
It is.
Like, what platform do you think would be best to present the project and your vision? Like, is that something like that you think about? Like,
it's definitely difficult to find a platform that's, I guess, worthy of how sacred the interview feels. I would say that clipping it up and throwing it on TikTok would probably be how people would want to see it, or how often do we see these shows kind of get put into that format of things. And
you sound disappointed in saying that.
It's upsetting, yeah, it really is.
That's how your project that you know what I mean? Like, I know, I get it. I get it, but it's like the way of the world now. You think that you could ever see yourself clipping it up, or you don't want to clip it up at all? Yeah,
no, I would never want to clip it up. I think that was like a journey that deserves its time to be spent with, and there ain't no rush to learning all of these things. Like, our lives are a lot different than those clips and those platforms that make us live that way.
Yeah, it sucks. Like, sucks seeing an artist like yourself, like, just, I could see it, like, on your face. And I'm sure people are going to see it here. Like, how talking about, like, clipping up your work, or, it's almost like you're painting or something like that. Yeah, we're going to put it behind this, or, you know what I mean? Like, where the object isn't in the forefront.
That's right.
Like, you know what I mean? And I could definitely see like, hey, then this is in front of my shit, or that sucks, man. But
Yeah.
like I said, man, good luck
Thank
with
you.
finding like a platform for that. And like I said, man, I'm gonna check it out when I leave here.
Yeah.
And stuff like that, but just because I'm a fan of art, period, and things that people put together, especially people I know and people I've seen work out and grind, man. So, you know what I mean? I want to tell you, man, keep doing what you're doing, man. I know it might seem like it's daunting, it might seem like it's a lot, but you just keep on grinding, man. And like I said, you're doing positive things, you have a positive attitude, bro, and man, the sky's the limit, man.
Yeah.
You just keep
absolutely.
doing your thing, man. All right.
Yeah. Thank you.
In this anecdote, I will share with you my pursuit of happiness. Led by three visions I've chosen to call War Dance, Ivory Casket, and Nine Tails. They represent ceremony, intimacy, and mentorship. War Dance and Ivory Casket are fine dining experiences that financially support the goal of our nonprofit in creating a center of mastery. War Dance caters to the entire community through a ceremonial art showcase, while Ivory Casket caters to the parents of our community through a personalized, intimate dining experience for couples to grow. Each of these were created to help sustain and create a mentoring program called Nine Tails, which will help children reach mastery in their desired art, trade, or science. Our mission is to create a global tribe. In this interview, we will learn how international artist Superman has built his life around the same principles